Hello everyone, this is the tutorial on Bezier Tool. Bezier Tool is a great tool that you can use to create an amazing design, but if you don't know how to use it, it can frustrate you. So in this video, I'm going to take you through step by step on how you can use it. Let's start. Open your Pixellab. Now I'm going to select the YouTube thumbnail size, image size, select YouTube thumbnail. I'm going to change my background to white so that you can see the work that we'll be doing. Choose a gray. Okay, this is good. Now when you open your Pixellab, you come down, you click on the third icon. When you click on it, you will see Bezier. Click on it. The moment you click on it, it will bring a shape, a line shape. Okay, now let me introduce you the tools that we are going to use it. As you can see, we have undo, like an arrow that is make undo one, and copy and redo. Now if you come, we have Bezier Mode. We have an icon and plus, and we have an icon of Bezier. Now we have 4 arrows. Yeah, okay. If you come, we have action, we have an icon plus, we have an icon where one is open, we have 2 arrows, and we have rotate. If you come down, we have stroke. You can see you can increase the stroke width. Yeah, as you can see, you can increase and decrease the stroke width. Now if we come down the stroke, you will see 3 items. The first one will make the end of the shape that you are creating rounded. The second one will make it straight, as you can see the effect. Now the third one too, same thing. You can see the effect that this item does on Bezier. You can see. Now if you come down, opacity, this is the opacity of the Bezier tool. You see. Stroke color, you can change the color of the stroke. Yeah, now you can choose gradient depending on the color that you want to use, or depend on you. Let me bring back to the black color. Okay, now these are the items that we are going to use. Let me reduce the weight. Now mostly, if you want to do some design with the Bezier tool, I recommend you to leave it around 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is good. Sometimes you need to reduce the opacity to see the exact way where the line will pass. Okay, so you have to know that, because when you use the bigger stroke, sometimes you might miss the target that you want to trace. So I recommend you to use around 1 to 4. I am going to use 4. Okay, now let's see how you can design something with the Bezier tool. Yeah, you see when you click on it, it will bring this line. Now if you want to move this line, you must click here so that you'll be able to move the line along and try and do what you want to do. But if you leave the line here and you click, you will rather add another point. As you can see, if you want to add point, you click here and come and add point. You can see. Okay, now if you click here, you add point. If you click here, you'll be able to move them and places how you want them to be. As you can see, I'm be able to move, but the moment I bring here, I cannot move it again. If I click, I would rather add another point. Now let's see. If you leave it here, if you want to delete some of these points, just click on the action, the first button, the icon and plus. Just click on it to delete the point. As you can see, I'm deleting the point. Okay, now if you want to add, just click on it. Okay, now if you want to lock to connect the head of the two lines together, you click on the second. See, it has been connected. Okay, now that was the second one. Now if you connect the two, if you click here, let's say you connect the two. Now you want to open it back, click on the let's say you connected the two. Okay, like as it is now. I'm coming. Let's say you connected the arrow like this. Now you want to add some point on it. You click the second one, the second button under the action. If you click on it, it will add another point. If you want to add point here, click on it and click, it will add another point. You have to know this. Let's say I want to add point somewhere here, so I have to click this arrow so that I'll be able to add point in the other way, as you can see. Now if I want to add point here, I have to click here, so that if I click here, the point will be added here, as you can see. Now if I want to add point here, I have to click the down one. If I click the down one and I click the plus, it will add another point, as you can see. Now under the same action, if you want to delete some of this point, just click on the first button under the action. If you click on it, you see it will be deleting the point one by one, as you can see. Now these are the 2 points. Let's say you want to add another point. If you click on this and click, it will add point here. Now if you want to add point to the other side, you click on this and click the plus button, it will add point to the other side. This is how you can add and remove point. Now let's say you connected the point, the two head together. Now you want to open it back, just click the third one. As you can see, it has been opened. When you click, now it is locked. When you click on it, it will be open. Now if it open, you will see the arrow indicator. If you want to lock it back, you click on it again, it will be locked. Okay, now let's come to the third one. The third one here is that when you click on it, you can resize it. You can resize your design how it is. As you can see, you can resize it how you want it to be, whether big or small. This is how that point does. Now you see, when I click on it, my work have been saved, but you can go ahead and edit it. As you can see, the Bezier, they say what, edit, click on it. You can be able to do any changes on it. Let's come to here. I think we are done. Okay, the resize. Now this one it will help is the rotate button. Let's say you want to rotate your work. Okay, let's say you want to rotate it. Okay, now if you are done, you don't want it to take you back to go and they will ask you to edit, just click the OK. As you can see, yes, it will bring it here. Now if you come to the third one, still you can say add point and open it. Okay, the third one, you can delete point. As you can see, on the third one, you can delete point. You can open it and lock it. You can open it and lock it. You can resize it. Okay, you can rotate it, but you can't add point. If you want to add another point, you have to come to the icon plus, the first one under the Bezier mode. You click on it. Now you can add point. as you can see. You can lock it too from here. This is how it works. Now let's see the top one. I have locked the two head together. If I click here, if we have undo and redo, let's say backward and forward. Now we have one. If I want to copy the same items, I have to click the copy. Sorry. You see, now if I want to move it, I have to come here and I'll be able to move the, you see, I can move them. It become two different design now, as you can see. Now if you want to move one of them, just click on it. Click on one of the points and you'll be able to move it. Click on one of the points, you'll be able to move it, as you can see. Now if you want to go back, just click here. You select the first one. Here is something too. Now if you click here, it will come to the two. Let's say you want to select the first one, the number one, just click here. It will come to number one, you can select it. If you click here, it will go to number two. This is what this tool does. If you click the backward, you can select the number one. If I click the forward, you can select the number two. Now this is how they work. Now if you want to, let's delete one. Let's delete one, or let's start all again. I want to show you something. Let's delete this. Click on the Bezier. Now this is the new work again. Let's lock it. Sometime maybe you want to do some design, you are wondering how you can fill the shape. Let me create another line here and lock it. Now I have locked them, as you can see. Now if you come down here, you see opacity. To fill opacity is 0. This is the color of the inside the shape that you created. Okay, if you want to add color inside, just come to fill opacity and select your color. Any color you want, you can select gradient. You can select any gradient. You can bring the opacity down, you can increase it. This is how you can fill the color inside. Now after filling the color, you can still remove the stroke. If you don't like it, you can remove the stroke, and you can see you can remove the stroke, you can increase it, you can remove it, you can increase it. Nice one. Okay, this is how it works. Let's say you want to add a stroke and change the color to different things. You can see you can change the color. You can change the color to any of the color that you want. So this is how it works. The Bezier Tool is a great tool. When you learn how to use it, you can trace any image of your choice that you want to create. It's very good. If you're a Pixellab user, you have to learn how to use it. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you one trick when creating a shape. Thank you for watching. Make sure you watch the other video to learn some trick on it. Now welcome to this video. This video I'm going to create some random shape to show you something that you have to know. Okay, let's say, let me bring the guide. Sometimes too, if you are working with the Bezier Tool, you need to bring the guide. For those who don't know, I will take this opportunity to introduce you the guide. This is it. It's at the top where you click on it, it will come. Let's say you want to change the number of the guide you have here. You just click down here and click the arrow, this one. You can change the number of the guide you want to any number. I am going to use 6. Let's say 6, 7. 6, 7. I think it's okay. Now if you finish numbering your guide, just click here and it will stay. But if you didn't click here and you touch one of these things, you'll be able to move them, as you can see. So you have to click here to lock it. to be able to use them. Okay, now let's click the Bezier tool. Click on it. Click here. As I told you, if you want to move it, you always have to bring it to the second one under the Bezier mode. The second button, you have to bring it there so that you'll be able to move your items. You see, let's say I want to do some circle like this, but I can't. Okay, let's say I can't do it. Now I want to add another point to be able to do it. Let me add another point here, and you see, let's say I add one point here. Okay, and let me move it for you to understand what I'm talking about. As you can see, let me lock it. When I introduce a new point, let me lock it and you see what I'm talking about. Let me create the guy. You see, as you can see, the down here. Let me show you the down here. You see how the down here look like. I wanted it to be straight, but since I have added a new point, you have made the note a little bit, I don't know, like small. But I will show you in the let me show you how you can add a point and to get a smooth effect. Okay, let's go back. Let me delete it. I'll go to Bezier. Okay, let me lock it. If you want to move the line, if you want to move this line, you have to click on the line at that side. If you click here, you'll be able to move this one. If you want to move the other side, just click on it and you'll be able to move it. If you want to move this side, just click this side, you'll be able to move it. If you want to move this side, just click on it, you will be able to edit it. As you can see, you'll be able to do any editing that you want. Now let's say I want to add a point here so that it will be smooth. It will not add any negative effect. What I have to do is that I have to come to the add point. You have to click here. If you want to add there, you have to click here. Let's say when I click here and I want to add the point here, I have to click here. You see the point will be added. If I want to add the point here, I have to click this button here. Now I have to click the add button. Let's lock it and see. Did you see? Oh, did you see what I'm talking about? Did you see where I added the point? It is smooth. It did not create any effect like this. This is how, if you are tracing a design, you can use the Bezier tool to do it. It is very, very important to know this one too, because sometimes if you are tracing something and you add a point, it will not be a straight line. It will add the dot, some point and point on it. So you have to know this one too. Okay, in the next video we are going to trace a simple design to learn to see what we have learned so far. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye. Don't forget to watch the other video.